Hi guys, it's Sheila Shimmers. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing the one dip challenge. It's basically that you're just only allowed to dip one time into any product you're using, whether it's concealer, eyeshadow, mascara, whatever, even eyelash glue. So yeah, it's gonna be really interesting. I saw a couple of people do this, casting lights on naked tutorials, so I thought it was really cool and I wanted to try it myself. So let's go ahead and see what look I come up with and how this ends. I'm gonna start with primer. I have all my goodies right here. I'm not gonna be using like anything new today. I kind of want to dip into the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette one more time because I haven't used it in so long. But for primer, I'm gonna be using this one. It's from Dior. It's called the Dior Backstage. It's just been like thrown in my makeup drawer for a long time. So, I have to show you guys. So this is what I dipped. And I totally forgot to dip more, but this is the only thing I'm allowed to use, I guess. So we're gonna make this last. Usually with this product I like to put a lot, but oh my gosh, I got carried away talking and I already forgot. This is the whole point of the video. Oh, okay. So that is that. I'm only allowed to show you what I put on, so that's what I'm doing. So for foundation, I haven't dipped into this one in a while. This one is like a Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundation. Okay, so this foundation does have a little topper, and I'm just going to be using a brush just because if I use a sponge it's going to just suck all the product away and I really want it to be full coverage. So I'm going to be squeezing the tube and whatever I have on it I'm going to put onto the brush. So hopefully you can see, and hopefully it's a lot. Putting the excess over here. Alright. Okay. I think we're doing good. Oh, I think I forgot to shake the bottle because it has a funny smell. But yeah, we're pretty much with as much coverage as I wanted, which is nice. I didn't remember if this shade was right for me, but I think once I put the concealer on, hopefully I have a lighter concealer, I think it'll be fine. Plus the lights always make my face look lighter anyway. Alright, so I'm going to move on to concealer. I'm going to be using the Moira Beauty Mega Concealer. This one is waterproof and full coverage, and I have the shade Custard, which is 2.50. So I wanted something that had an applicator so I could like apply it and don't have to, you know, go back in. So I'm going to try to take a lot of product and hopefully... Okay. And then I'm going to use this as an eyeshadow to my eyes as well. I do remember really liking this as an eyeshadow base. Also this Makeup Revolution concealer that I really don't like, that I love for eyeshadow on my eyes. So if you don't like a concealer, you should always like try it on your eyes and see how it works. Oh my gosh, I love this concealer. It just blends out so quickly, it has so much coverage. I do have it in 2 shades. I've talked about it before, but I don't think I've made anyone buy it yet, but I really want people to try this because I like it a lot. This sponge that I'm using is from AOA Studio from Shop Me Say, and it's only $1. If you haven't watched that video where I try $1 makeup, you should, because it was like really, really nice. So I'm just going to go around and kind of, you know, make everything blend together. Powder's going to be really hard because I really want to make sure this stuff is set. So I think I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills translucent powder. And I'm going to pour a lot in here. Okay, I'm going to be using this AOA Studio brush. And hopefully, this is really white, so hopefully I don't stay white. See what I mean? Oh my god, what a disaster. I'm just going to be setting this. And kind of brushing it away. I don't understand why this powder stays white, but I'm just gonna spend my time here. It's supposed to be translucent, but it's not very translucent in my opinion. It always leaves like this white cast, but it's a shame because like I actually like how it works. Okay, so I can't tell because my mirror is pretty far from me, but I think that looks okay. Okay, let's move on to my brows because I can't look at myself in the mirror anymore. I'm going to be using the AOA Wonder Brow Tinted Brow Pomade, and this one is in the shade Medium Brown. This time I'm going to be trying this with the Anastasia Beverly Hills brush. And I'm just going to dip onto this and kind of take a lot. And I'm going to start on the bottom on this side. And this side. Looks like I'm running out of product over here, but now I'm just going to start filling it in. And this one. Okay, it's not perfect, but I mean, it definitely worked. And honestly, I never get perfect eyebrows anyways, so this is pretty good. Oh my gosh, I'm actually impressed. That doesn't look bad at all. Well, my eyebrows are done, and that was quick and easy. I was like really stressed about my eyebrows for some reason. So I'm gonna go onto the Jaclyn Hill palette. We're gonna jump right into the eyes. I have it right here. I think I'm gonna go for like some pinkish kind of look, but like also use the shadows in here that I never do. So I kind of want to dip into like this mauvey pinkish brown. So I'm gonna start with this shade right here. I'm dipping a lot. Ooh, okay. I don't know why I did my face before doing a look where I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm kind of just placing the shadow down right now. I'm not like blending it or anything, but I am gonna brush this away with powder. Okay, so now I'm going to jump into my second shade and I'm going to be blending this out. So I'm going to be using the shade right next to it for that. Whew, okay. All right, here we go. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm going to have to spend my time blending over here because I took way too much shadow. And oh my goodness. Okay, this one over here is looking worse than the other one. Because what is going on? I feel like when you already have a system onto what you do and something changes, you like, you know, freak out and don't even know what to do because I'm like, oh my god, eyeshadow? What is that? How do I do that? Okay, so I think the color is there. This is definitely not the right brush to blend it though, so I'm gonna just grab another brush, an empty brush. So you can come for me saying that I double dipped or something, so I'm just grabbing this Morphe brush and I'm just gonna be kind of blending this out on the top. I'm going to move on to a darker shade and I'm going to choose, I think, a brown. I'm going to go for this one right here, taking a bunch on this brush. I should have taken a smaller brush, but so I think it's a trick. Wow, that's a lot of shadow. The trick is to like distribute it evenly on both sides, and I feel like that works really well. I'm taking the same empty brush I had and I'm just going to blend it out. Now we're moving on to shimmer. I think I want to use this Pressed Metal Chrome Eye Mousse from JCat Beauty, and it's so gorgeous and so creamy. Oh my gosh, I love this. But I don't use it often for some reason, so I'm going to use it today. And I'm going to be taking it with my finger. Hopefully that's a lot for both eyes. And I'm just going to be placing this like so. Oh, I definitely went over where I wanted. Okay, I'll fix it. I just want to make sure I have enough on both sides. And then I'm going to go now with a brush and try to fix it. Could have taken it with a brush, but I got to complicate myself and do everything the hard way. Taking this empty brush, and I'm just going to be kind of moving this shadow around so it doesn't look like clumped up as much as I can. I think this eye came out really well. This one I just definitely put way too much product. Okay, I think that's as much as I can fix it, unfortunately. Hopefully that looks okay for you guys, because this Pressed Metal are so beautiful. I just don't want you to think that it isn't. Oh my gosh, you know what? Do I get a second dip for my under eyes, or do I have to pick a different color? I think I have to pick a different color. Okay, so let's go with this brown right here. And I'm just going to take one dip of this just so it matches the makeup. I don't think that was enough, but I'm going to milk this as much as I can. Terrible, not perfect, but not terrible. Alright, so mascara, I'm going to be using this Stellar Lash Mascara from BH Cosmetics. It's honestly the only one I have around here. So let's hope that this has enough for both of my eyes. I'm going to let that dry for a little bit, and then I'm going to put lashes on. But now I'm going to move on to, to bronzer. I'm using the Alamar Cosmetics Brighten Bronze Complexion Trio, and this one is in the shades Medium Tan, and I'm going to do this color and a little bit of this one. No! That's definitely not enough. Oh my gosh, that is not enough. Can I go back in for the... Okay, I'm gonna do one dip on this one. Just one dip on this one. It's gonna be really dark, but what are we gonna do? Otherwise, we wouldn't have had bronzer and I would have looked totally whack. Kind of cheated a little bit, but if you think about it, it's another shade, so... I don't know. I'm also using the Alamar Cosmetics Blush Trio. This one is Medium Tan. And I'm going to go for this shade right here. Of course, with this, I took way too much. Okay. I'm just going to... Taking the foundation brush, I'm just gonna tap until it disappears just a little bit. Okay, and then for highlights, I'm gonna be using the Nebula AOA highlighter. So let's see if you guys can see it better there. I'm gonna be taking it with this Real Techniques brush, and I'm just gonna be taking all of it because I wanna have a lot of highlight. I'm just gonna place in it where I want it. And then I'll go back and brush it. Guys, this highlight is $1. I just can't get over how pretty it is. I do have it in another shade and it's just gorgeous. For eyelashes, I'm going to be using this Elle from AOA Studio. These are new. I haven't tried them yet, but I think they're so beautiful and look so full. And I'm also going to be using their eyelash glue, which I'm only allowed to use one dip of the eyelash glue for both lashes. So let me look for that. So I'm going to start with the right eye. Not much left there for the left eye. Not gonna lie. It's also very uncomfortable to put it on. Okay. Okay. The trick is gonna be to put this on at the right, like at the perfect time. I also can't see and I'm holding the other lash. This is not an ideal situation, guys. Oh my gosh, but they're so beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna put these on. And then I'll fix them both, I guess, because I just don't want the glue to dry. Oh no, see? It's already drying. I put on some lipstick. I do have this two from AOA, and one of them is a really nice gloss, so I kind of want to try it. So I'm going to start with this one is called the Wonder Matte Extra Lipstick. And then I have the Diamond Lip Gloss in the shade Posh. So I'm going to be mixing them too. Just like that, it's really, really, really beautiful. But I'm gonna dip onto the gloss. Okay, I feel like I didn't really see how it looked because I didn't take enough. So I double dip, I'm sorry. Because it was the first time I opened it, so technically I didn't really dip, I just took it out. Okay, so this is a final look. I'm actually really, really impressed. I can't believe I did my makeup so much quicker than usual. Like usually it takes me like an hour to film. And my last clip, which was the only clip of this video, is 28 minutes. So I definitely went really fast because I was like, you know, working on both eyes at the same time, on both eyebrows at the same time, and I just like was doing things so much quicker. So in that sense, it did really surprise me. There were some instances where things could have gone really wrong, like with the eyeshadow. Oh my gosh. And if I would have one of those lashes like dry on me and I couldn't dip back into the glue, I would have probably cried. The mascara also impressed me because it did have enough for like, you know, both of my eyes and make them really like big and fluffy. But I'm really happy with how everything came out. Let me know below what you guys think about this, if you like the one dip challenge, if there's any other challenges I should make, and if there's any of the things that I used today that you like, they're gonna be linked down below on the description box, so make sure you check that. Also, don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and I will see you guys on my next one. Bye.